and Kalaiyah. Happy to have you here with us today. So we've spoken with Alex and we've spoken with Portia about a few different things. Do you have a favorite sport or favorite thing to watch?
I'm not really a sports fan. When I was in high school, I did watch a lot of track and field.
Track and field, okay.
Yeah.
So did you play?
Yeah, I actually ran the 4x4 and I did the hurdles.
Okay. So how good were you back then?
We made it to states.
Okay.
We didn't win. I think we came in like 4th place.
Okay. Was it down here?
It was in Florida, yeah.
Okay. So what part?
Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
all right.
From here.
So you are from here.
Yeah.
All right. So fair. So you been here forever?
For the most part, all throughout Florida.
Okay. So what other parts of Florida?
I lived in like Pembroke Pines. I don't know if you guys are familiar, which is South Florida, Broward.
Okay. Broward County. And so I have been everywhere in the Panhandle, north part, all the way down to almost Miami, but I have not been to Miami. Have you been to Miami?
Yes.
Okay. I've heard good and about. Do you like Miami? Do you not like Miami?
Miami is great to visit. You'll have fun. I like to go to Miami. My family lives in like Broward, Miami area.
Okay.
But to live,
Okay. So it's like New York City,
Pretty
where it's like you go to visit for a couple days and then you get your fix and you're done.
yeah, like
I would agree with that.
yeah.
Yeah. So Miami, not so much. Is there a place to? Is there like a go-to in Miami? Is there
For
like?
me,
Yeah.
there's like a not to go to.
Okay. What's the not to?
South Beach. You leave South Beach to the tourists.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Something to know. Not South Beach.
Anywhere but South Beach.
Okay. So spent most of your time here in Orlando.
Yeah.
Orlando is a tourist city.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people here did not grow up here. What is it like to be a native when it's not a normal thing to like be a native?
Honestly, it might sound cliche, but it never gets boring.
Never gets boring.
There's always like something to do and like things that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
Like you always find something new. Like, oh, I didn't even know that was here. Nature-wise, activity-wise, like just there's a lot, and it has a lot of options. Like you have land options, water options, so it's never really boring.
Craziest thing you've done in Orlando? Like, do you do the attractions? Have you done the indoor skydiving? Like,
I've never done that. And I live there. Like, there's so much to do. I haven't done all of
it's
it.
right down the road from
Literally,
Hooters. Yeah.
I did the parks when I was like a teenager. We had like passes and things, but now that I'm older, I really don't care for the parks.
So you're not a park goer anymore.
No,
Okay.
it's a lot of walking. It's too hot.
That's how I get my steps in down here. But you did like I think it's down here. I'll do 30,000 steps a day at times because it's well, especially at Epcot. So thrill-wise, if you haven't done the indoor skydiving and whatnot, what have you done?
I did like Wonderworks.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Which is literally right here as
the
well.
escape room, which is like up the road too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the escape room? Was it like zombies? What was it? Was it scary?
It's a brain teaser. Like you really have to think about small details.
Okay.
Things like that, and you really have to work as a team. I did things like that. I haven't done the indoor skydiving. I haven't done a lot of things on iDrive actually.
I'm going to say something really random. I, last night, had a dream until like 4 o'clock this morning that I was in an escape room.
Really?
But it was horrifying.
Oh my God.
And when I woke up and went back to bed, I was like, before I go to bed, I looked up, I was like, God, please don't let this be like a continuation. Like, I need to get out of this.
Yeah.
But it was very real.
I will tell you, I did the helicopter ride.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Like years ago. It's nice.
Where does it bring you? Because you always see them up like over Disney.
Just like throughout Orlando.
Okay.
Like yeah, like we're right in the middle of Orlando and Kissimmee, and Disney World is technically in Kissimmee.
Yeah.
So you'll see parts of it, but it's not like right above it.
Yeah. So the helicopter is always up. Always a lot. I mean, and it's fun. You enjoyed it? Okay.
I'm
Fair
scared
enough.
of heights, so something like, oh my God.
Did you go with a group? Or what?
No, it was just me and my friend.
Okay.
One day we went to a brunch spot called the Hamptons. It's like right up the road.
Okay.
And we're like, oh, we always see it. Let's just try. Let's go see.
And it's not that expensive, right?
It's not.
Okay.
I think it was like, don't quote me because this was like a couple years ago, like 200 for the both of us.
Okay. That's not
Yeah.
bad. It's not bad. So we're here at Hooters on iDrive. What brought you here? You're from Orlando, but what made you
Yeah.
want to work here?
It's actually really funny. I actually started working here my senior year of high school.
Okay.
I hated waiting.
Which was how long ago? I want to see how much you
this
can.
was like 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's not dating us too bad, right?
No.
You remember high school, so yeah.
Yeah, I started working here my senior year of high school. I hated like having to wait like 2 weeks to get paid, a week to get paid. And you know, when you're a kid, I want to go to the mall every weekend. I want to go makeup shopping,
Okay.
things like that. So I was like, oh my God, I need to start making tips. Like, where should I go? And I actually went to school right up the road.
Okay.
So this was like close. And so yeah, I applied and I started working. I used to leave here like at 2 in the morning and have to wake up at 6
Really?
to go to school. My mom was pissed, so I had to quit. And then once I graduated, I came back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you graduate from?
Dr. Phillips High School.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
So there's a great Syracuse player, Rodney Phillips. Or Rodney Wells is the coach there.
Oh yeah. Coach Wells.
Yep.
And Dr. Phillips is actually a place where Syracuse has recruited from
Yep.
recently.
Really? We actually won states the year that I graduated, 2018.
Yeah, that was Rodney's first state championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when I lived in Kissimmee,
Mm-hmm.
I was like back way, because I was by the loop.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like 10, 12 minutes
Yeah.
from Dr. Phillips
Yeah.
if I went the back road.
Yeah.
Which I got to know very well, Dr. Phillips. So yeah, there was a lineman from there Syracuse tried to get.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good school for that.
Huge campus.
Yeah, so Dr. Phillips, shout out to Dr. Phillips. They get everybody from the nation recruits from Dr. Phillips.
Yeah.
So we have asked Alex and Portia favorite music.
So my family's Caribbean.
Okay.
So I like a lot of reggae, reggaeton,
Okay.
things like that, dancehall music.
Okay.
Makes me feel at home.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
In the perfect melting pot when you're down in Florida because
Mm-hmm.
like it's the bonding of all music, all culture, like everything is down here.
Yeah, it is.
And that's the thing with like radio stations is that like, so I'm from up in Syracuse, New York, and there's like 4 radio stations, 5. There's like 2 country, 3 pop, and that's pretty much it.
Right.
But down here, if you tune, every single dial is a station,
Yeah.
and
In a totally different language.
yeah, and you get everything down here. And like I'm part Hispanic, so I love the fact that culture is so involved here. You can't really find. I mean, there's something for everybody. You know,
Right.
there's not a bad
Totally,
station.
totally. I think that's my problem. Like, everyone always asks me, like, oh, would you ever leave Florida? I don't think so. Because every time I visit other states, it's just not the same. Like, oh my God, I can't get a plate of Spanish food over here. Like,
You can get whatever you want.
yeah.
Jamaican food.
Yeah,
Spanish
up
stuff.
the road there's like a little Brazil. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
been. The best pizza, like things like that.
Okay. So you're Caribbean.
Yeah,
So have you gone to visit or?
yeah. I actually lived there for 4 years. My mother's from St. Martin. It's a very small
Okay.
island.
Yeah.
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 And my father's Dominican. So I've actually been to DR and I've been to. I used to go to St. Martin once a year, but since COVID, the restrictions, I haven't been in the last 2 years. But hopefully next year.
How is the DR? How's Dominican?
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Very beautiful.
All right. Very nice. Favorite movie of all time?
Ooh, that's hard. Oh, Titanic.
Titanic.
Yeah, I can watch. Everyone hates it, but I can literally watch Titanic over and over again.
I just wanted them to like just hit everybody that like at the end of the movie instead of it hitting the iceberg it just misses and it's like gotcha because it was based on a true story. So I wanted
just
them.
really wanted Jack to survive. I didn't want him to.
Okay, so can I have this conversation with you? And I think Nate can ride with me on this. If she really wanted him to live, she just needed to share the door.
Yeah, but if they both got on top, it would have sucked.
There was debris everywhere.
They could have alternated.
What I would have done is when she said never let go because she didn't let me in, I would have turned the knob on the door and opened it as I was going down.
God.
So then we would have to die together since
Right.
she let me freeze to death.
Yeah, but it was him. He refused. He was like, no, there's not enough space
for
for
love.
both of us.
But he didn't need to stay in there. He could have loved her on another piece of door.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that was, it's also a 4-hour movie. So you got to be dedicated.
Yeah.
It's like a Lord of the Rings type of movie.
Yeah.
So that coming, and so where did you get your name, Kalaiyah?
It's actually Hawaiian. I don't know why my mom picked that name.
Okay.
Yeah. But I lived in Hawaii for 2 years, so maybe that's why.
So you've been to the DR.
Yeah.
Mom's from St. Martin. You lived in Hawaii, and you're in the tourist capital of the world in Orlando. So you have, and how old are you?
I'm 20, turning 22 next month. So I'm 21.
20? So 21 turning 22.
Yeah.
And you have lived more of a life in 2 decades than most people.
Oh, thank you. But that's my thing. Like, I'm not a party girl. I don't like to go to clubs. Like, so my thing is traveling. That's my fun. So.
See, and I respect that.
Yeah.
I was never, ever... when Pleasure Island was here, my buddy was trying to take me to one of the clubs. And I said, I don't want to go. Club Motion. And I was like, I don't want to go because I don't want to be around those people. I don't like being around like a bunch of sweaty people and everybody's dancing and they're dancing like nasty and like people are fighting and who's staring at your girl and who's doing this and what. And so he wants to bring me into this place. I kid you not. As we're walking in, because he forced me, he literally brought me a change of clothes. I got out of work and he said, you're either sitting in the car for 2 hours with no air conditioning or you're coming in. We go to go in, guy comes out, cops jump on him, arrest him.
Oh my God.
The day I'm walking in, I go into this place, it's sweaty, there's people everywhere, I can't move. One of my friends passed out. I was like, this is why I don't, and I did it once.
Fun.
I was like, this is why I don't want to get stabbed. Like, this is why I'm not here. So I respect the fact that you would rather travel than go and party. I'm gonna give you some on that.
That's just me.
You
I'm
get
a
some love on
homebody,
that.
so like.
That's good though.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I think the world, especially the social media world, needs to see there's life beyond clubs.
Local clubs, yeah.
Right. So what do you do then besides travel? What's the homebody do?
Netflix. I binge watch shows.
Okay, we were just talking about that. So what shows?
I just started. What is it called? Damn it! I'm sorry.
Tell her your
The
show.
one with the kids and the aliens.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You just started it.
Yeah. I think I'm on season 2 now.
I did not watch season 3. Season 4 is coming.
Really?
Did you watch Stranger Things?
No, I have not.
You watched Outer Banks.
Outer Banks.
Have you seen Outer
I
Banks?
started watching it, but like it got boring. Like same thing with what is that? Manifest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got.
Everybody likes Manifest.
I liked it, but the second season it was like getting repetitive. Like, okay, you guys have these callings.
So, movie came out recently on there. Do you like Kevin Hart?
I don't care for him. Like he's funny, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch him.
So he's in a more serious movie, which is a totally different role for him, called Fatherhood. That's a movie worth watching. That was a really good movie on Netflix, yeah. So
I've seen that
Check it out.
movie.
it was very different than what you're used to seeing from him,
Right.
because people that don't like him say that he plays the same role in every movie. So, no, there's some good stuff on Netflix now.
Yeah.
So that coming from Kalaiyah, I love that. Homebody, traveled the world, good stuff. And Dr. Phillips, shout out there. So thank you for being a part of the show. We appreciate
It
it.
was nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you too. So we'll talk